Hi, chat. How are we? Say out. Just give me one. How are we tonight? How we feeling? I'm gonna dig a hole. But to dig a hole, I need resources to dig the hole. So this is literally just gonna be the hole. It's gonna be the hole party. We're gonna be digging a really big hole, but I'm also gonna do the things to get the hole, to become the hole, to do things with the hole. Yeah, I'm doing things with the hole. 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 Exactly, Archie. You get it. Also, hi, Archie. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I've missed everyone. I have missed everyone. But I'm back and it's raining. Okay. Awesome. I love the rain. I really don't. Most of this is done. Um well, first off, I need to set up food. That's important. So with this mod pack, fun fact, mushroom stew is not a viable option anymore, which is really strange to me. It's like a completely different recipe, and I got a lot going on. This is also this by the way, this is raspberry flavored. It's a very fun pack. I highly recommend it. It's a vanilla plus, makes the game a lot more fun in my opinion. It changes a lot of how things work, but like in a really good way. It's nice. Okay. I'll keep that second there. So first off, I ended my stream last night by I just died. So I was like, okay, I'm done. So I kind of just threw everything like in my little sacks and then just kind of called it a day. But we're back. Let's see here. That is a lot of. So right now I just got to organize everything. Then we'll get to the actual hole digging. Sack. Yeah, why not? What was I doing? Right, I was trying to make a haste potion. So for the potion, the Mad Prospector, I need clear potion, which requires 2 of these funguses and water over a blaze burner, which I do have. It's just most of it's handcrafted at the moment. So it's like kind of a pain in the butt to get, but not like a total pain in the butt. All right. I'm gonna get those geodes real quick. I have a lot of geodes. Okay. Well, there's a reason I start out with these things. I don't have a. Where's my cutting board? Where's my cutting board? Is my cutting board in here? Ah, it is. I need to. Oh, I also have a zombie friend. Hi, buddy. Hi. He's just kind of vibing. Ow. He's vibing there. Let him be. I'm gonna get my nug. I'm gonna break all these geodes real quick. I need the nuggies. I want the nuggies so I can I'm gonna start smelting things while I work on other projects. Gotta have that efficiency going. Peak efficiency or something. Oh man. It is so hot tonight. It's ridiculous. I have a lot. That's a lot of nuggets. Ooh, and then these are deep slate, right? Yeah, these deep slate ones give me some other pretty interesting stuff. Not a whole lot. I'd rather use the chicken nuggies. Nah, these are okay, the iron ones look like chicken nuggies, but like they're not chicken nuggies. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. I'm sorry you found out this way. They're just normal nuggies. They're ore nuggies. I love ore. They give me some good ore though. Like holy, that's a pretty good haul of ore. Plus the Blackstone ones, I'm pretty sure they have a chance to give me. Yeah, they have a 25% chance to give me ancient debris, which is huge. I love ancient debris. Ooh. Speaking of ancient debris, we more ancient debris, more ores. More growth. Do we have any raw? Okay. Take all the raw ores I have and smelt them down. I want to I must. The industry must grow. It must continue to grow. Hmm. Right. I just want to convert everything into like its ore form. Then I'll get it smelting. So what I really like about this pack specifically is there's a lot I like, but I really like this thing right here. The forge lets you just efficiently bulk smelt because it does 3 at a time, which is so massive. Plus, it does it for, I'm pretty sure it's the same cost. It's just 3 coal. But yeah, so it gives you 3 for 1 coal. It's way more coal efficient. And as we all know, coal efficiency is important. Coal is actually really hard to come by right now. I'm not gonna lie. My coal, it's not looking great. It's like, it's fine. Also, there's no enchantments either. There's these like no traditional enchantments. What there is tablets. So what these tablets do is they have different effects that you can give, but they're really expensive. Like this, to get Unbreaking, it requires a freaking Nether Star. A Nether Star. Like, what? A Nether Star is crazy, bro. At least it's permanent, though. It is permanent. Yeah. Soul beads are really expensive, too, and I hate them. It's fine. Okay, that's done growing. I can eat toadstools. They give me poison, though. They suck. Oh, the other thing is the jukebox. I want to make a jukebox. But guess what this thing requires? Bronze. I don't have bronze. Oh, bronze is actually... I can forge bronze. Hold up. Oh, so I can forge bronze, but I can't forge brass? Like, what is this? This sucks. It's fine. It makes sense as to why. But actually, I am gonna take the if I have the resources for it, I will actually take that. I want to make some brass or some bronze. I love bronze. Love me some bronze. Plus the hopper. Oh, hoppers! I love this recipe. Look at this. It's 6. It's 6 for 5 ingots. It's objectively like a massive bonus. It's so nuts. I love it. Come on. Yeah. Plus, I have the framework of the house done. I need to finish the house. I need more brick. I need a lot more things. Like brick, more brick. I don't know if I want to do... I don't know what I want to do the second floor as. I don't know if I want to keep it as brick or do wood on top. I might do wood on top. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, in terms of brick, I actually have a decent amount. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and I'll start building this. At least finish this wall. I just want to finish this wall. I will... just... Oh, wait, at the very least, the mobs can't get in. Like, that's all we really care about here. If I want to have another window, I'll bust in later. Bonk. It's Minecraft. I can break and replace anything I want. Of course, moving the storage is gonna be an issue. Cause it's all outside and I need it inside. Oh well. Bye, zombie. What a chud. Well, now that I have it. Medal of Honor. I'm gonna make that note block. How do I make a note block? Redstone, wood, and... I will take this, and I will take... that singular diamond. Really shouldn't. It's expensive. I don't exactly have the diamonds for it at the moment, but who cares? I want a jukebox. No block. Jukebox. This was entirely necessary. Entirely necessary for this. Portabella. Oh, I actually do have a decent amount of soul beads. Not gonna lie. Ah. Everything that I want from you. But I just can't have you. Everything that I need from you. But I just can't have you. Want a break from the ads? Try Spotify Premium today. I'm not sponsored. I just really like saying that because I think it's funny. Because I want a break from the ads. I think they're stupid. Listen, if I could make money without ads, I would absolutely do it. But for now, I can just get to meme about it. Want a break from the ads? Try Spotify Premium today. You're not alone. Oh, I'll hold your hand. I'm fishing. I should go fishing. I actually should go fishing. Let me see what it costs to make a reinforced. Okay, iron, some string. Like, fishing just seems like it'd be so much fun. And a stick. And then I need a tackle box, just So how do I make this? This requires zinc, string, and iron. Okay, that is expensive. Jesus. Like, what the heck, man? Iron. Okay, this should be everything I need. I'm gonna go ahead and get the cook that up. Oh, I also got another friend. Look at him. Hi, skeleton. Oh, I accidentally turned on sticky keys. Look at him. He's just a silly little guy. Um, do I also make the tackle box inside the thing? Okay, so with a lot of crafting. Oh, I'm out of iron. I'm a little stupid. I'm a little stupid. Anyways, as I was saying, some of the recipes actually require you to have require you to make it inside the forge. Beesh. Look at it. They're all growing up nice. Yeah, they're very friendly, I promise. Tackle box. Okay. So it is nighttime. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep, just because I don't really want to deal with the day. I really don't want to deal with this right now. Skills can be held or placed over the fire. Cook food on the go. Very big information. I don't know why I need to know this. Oh, now that you're back, actually, there is something I wanted to do. Ascend with me to heaven as we listen to one of the best Minecraft music discs ever written. We love Lena Rain. We love Lena Rain. We love our we love Lena Rain. We love our trans music producers. I wonder if I could fish up here. It'd be funny. Oh my gosh. That's such peak in the background music. Oh my god. Hi, Gia. Wait, there's a lot to do with fishing rods. Hold up. Tackle box. Tackle box, reinforced fishing rods, hooks, fishing lines, and bobbers. Interesting. Magnetite hook. Catching treasure. So that's a junk one. Further casting, that doesn't matter. Closer, I don't care. So 2 fishes. Well, wide in the window. Okay, so I think I would actually want to do a magnetite hook. Listen, we have peak music going on right now. It's very loud. My right ear is loving this music. Dude, why is it just your right ear? Also, hi, Thron. Do you just have like one earbud in or something? A headset? Oh, your headset's being weird? That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Listen, we had to listen to Peak at least once. Okay, as much as I love Precipice, hold on, the jukebox gonna have to go down to like 16%. It loud. I want to listen to Precipice though. Precipice. I have music discs. Actually, do I have any more? Oh my gosh, I got a whole collection. When did this happen? I guess currently into some based. I mean, it's PUV or a dispatcher as SDN. I have no idea what that means, but based. Okay. So now I can make that hook. I can make that bobber. I'm going to harvest this. Steal some... Steal some seeds from this. Actually, I'm just gonna do the one. I'm listening to Stimmer. That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing, Gia. That's not a real thing. Stimmy nurses you back to health hasn't been released yet. And that's valid, Thrawn. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. No, it's not. I would know. No, I haven't released it yet. I haven't even made it yet. This is actual crap. This is lies and blasphemy. This is lies and blasphemy right now. It's not bashful. It's just not a real thing. What is this? What is this thing here? Wait, so I just like... Okay, I'm kind of confused what the what this other fourth thing is. Oh, line. What does this do? Is it just color coding? I think it's just color coding, so I'm just gonna go ahead. What is this repaired with? Okay, cool, iron. Bro, I'm fishing! I'm fishing now! Yo, I caught a bluegill! I'm just gonna ignore whatever you're saying. Yo! I caught 3 cod with a 1 reel. That's peak. And I only caught... Okay, I only caught 1 this time. But we're going fishing, gang. Listen, this is very important. I need a steady food source for me. Hey, I'm fishing over here. Honestly, give me some lines. I want to say them in, like, the most ridiculous, like, fake Italian New York accent I can muster. Fishy, fishy. Yeah. I got a piece of leather here. I'm fishing, eh? I'll be fishy, fishing. Nixon 4. Wait, what? What? I feel like that's supposed to mean something. All right, fine. I'll drink some water for you. Yo, I caught 3 salmon. I got 3 of them. 3 salmon. I don't understand why it's bad to eat raw though. It's like sushimi or something. What do they call that stuff? Well, you just gotta prepare it correctly or something. Let me see here. Oh, I can't make sushi out of it. Never mind. You just gotta prepare it correctly. The goal and the dream. The dream is I would like to have a massive farm where I get all the stuff I need to make like all these different things. Oh, we got another bluegill. Is it like... Is it like a fishing book? A fishing book would be pretty cool. Salmon that isn't properly farmed in the Atlantic is usually unsafe to eat raw. Okay, I'm assuming rack means raw. Yeah, that checks. Okay. That makes sense, that makes sense. God, Precipice goes hard. I hope I don't get copyright struck for this. Listen, Mojo... Ooh! Ooh, interesting. Goldfish. Gives me gold. Honestly, if I'm desperate for gold, I can just cut up the goldfish. Raspberry Graveyard. I got cloth. Yo. So cloth is actually not used for a whole... It's actually used for, like, a whole lot of random things. Which I think is neat. Long Bacon Store. What's long bacon? Man. I hope I catch some other fish. I might go out to the ocean in a bit to see if I can catch some other fish. Like, not just a goldfish. Because there's there's a bunch of fish. Yo, message in a bottle? Admit 1, Davy Jones' locker. Okay. It's just a random item. Cool. Check Insta. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, lesbian. I understand now. By the way, happy Pride Month, everyone. Once again, happy Pride. We love Pride. Ooh, I got a trout. Yo, I can cook the fish. Oh, so all the fish must cook into fish. Oh, so all the fish cooks into fish. I understand now. The fish, no matter how it's prepared, becomes one fish. That's actually awesome. Okay, dropping the accent for real this time. It actually is awesome because, like, I hate having 37 different types of fish in my inventory. Not when I'm fishing. When I'm fishing, it's fine. But, like, having to eat it, that's always the worst. All gays receive 100% increase in all set. Is that why I'm no longer depressed? Because, like, the stat bonus, like, cancels out the depression? Is that why? On an unrelated note... Okay. It also is probably the antidepressants, but that's besides the point. Which I did take today. I remembered to take them today. Yippee. ADHD has been a bitch with them, I'll tell you what. It has been interesting to keep myself medicated. There's a squid down there. Yo! Oh, I got more goldfish. Huge. I almost have enough goldfish to, do some math. Oh, I got a perch. Cool. Oh, Peak's playing again. Yeah, we gotta allow it. Peak is playing again. I love... Literally, if I could inject one song into my veins, it would be something by Lena Raine or something by Jamie Page. Honestly, I have half a mind to find the there's this pack. I don't know if it's gonna work with 1.19 because this was a 1.18 pack. It might work. It's a solid maybe. It was a data pack that converted every single music disc into Teto songs. And it was awesome because Triple Baka was there. How did I get vines? Interesting. Yes, but it put a few Teto songs in there. Honestly, if I could, I would put my own music disc in there. Wait. Hold on. I remember. Yes. I do remember this. You can make your own music discs. I forgot. You actually are able to make your own music disc. Using an etching table and music label, custom music can be etched into a blank music disc from a SoundCloud or Bandcamp. I can make my own music disc, guys. Oh, that's big. Wait, or an MP3 OGG Live? Oh my god. We're about to be doing so many things. I had to get really close to the mic for this one, because this is peak. Expensive, but peak. It's peak. I should make myself a pair of iron boots at some point. Yes, we will have all the Teto. All the Teto. I'm taking suggestions, by the way, except for two. There's 2 songs I will be automatically putting in. Actually, 3, excuse me. 4. There's 4 songs I'm putting in. First one will be You Make Me Sick by Bitbreaker. Second one will be God Only Knows by Bitbreaker. It's not a religious song, by the way. Okay, I will add Butcher's Vanity, but I can get I get tablets. I get tablets from fishing. That's crazy. Also, Gia, that's crazy. But I digress. I can get tablets from fishing, bro. Oh, it sent me to heaven now, Other Side. I love Other Side. I'm also not commenting on that thing, on what you just said, Gia. No comment. Back to fishing. Well, fishing is goated. We've officially confirmed that fishing is goated, and that the Magnetite one is the best one, because having extra loot. Treasure loot, by the way, is very important. Junk loot, also important. I don't care. If there was, like, a golden hook or something... Actually, let me see the, Oh. So what do worms do? Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna make a ton of golden worms real quick. Hold on. Because I want to go fishing. I want to do a lot of fishing. This is the fishing episode now. Okay, gold. I'm just gonna use all my gold for this, I don't care. We will make all the golden worms. This is a worthwhile investment. Although, I don't know how to farm gold. So, like, this may actually be an issue long term. Okay. Chiseled gilded sandstone. Ochrum giving gold is big. Okay. Fish. I go back to fishing. Oh, that is so much faster. So, like, oh, so they decrease one at a time. Okay, I understand now. Wait, so worms are actually really important now. Oh, dang. And they give you more. It all makes sense now. That's how I got 3. Okay, so it does cost it on cast, not on catch. This makes paying attention really important. Also, where's that drown? I want to kill him just for the memes. They drop kelp? W change. I really like this new the way this fishing overhaul is actually so peak. It's just such a small change, but it makes it so much more engaging. And it's better than just looking for 3 enchantments. Like, this one actually requires you to go out, get certain resources. What is that? Algae. Huh. I wonder if there's, like, a way to grow it or something. I hope there's a way to grow it. Oh, you get disc fragments from fishing. Yo. Oh, well, I guess the rod's in the water there. I also caught a pufferfish. I use this for exotic roll. Interesting. I'm gonna wait to catch something here because I don't want to. I'm wasting it. All right. 55. Oh. No, I got another tablet. Fuck, I'm making mac and cheese. That sounds really good right now. Oh my gosh. No, now you're making me jealous. Also, I got another heavy tablet. Like, that sounds really good. Yo, there's coal here. Yo. Actually, this is a good time for me to, like, light up the area a little bit. And get rid of this boulder that's just chilling here. But you're like 2,000 light years away, Gia. That's so far. By the time I get there, the mac and cheese will be cold. You know what sounds really good right now, though? Seaweed stew. I can't teleport. We can only teleport bread. Listen, the real ones will know what I'm referencing when I say seaweed stew. I have an answer. You teleported bread. Oh, dang it. I can't remember the copy paste off the top of my head. No, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Wait, hold on. Question. What's your question, soldier? I teleported bread. Is it you what? Hold on. I gotta pull up the... Hold on. I'm pulling it up. I actually pulled this up just so I could see this. All right, hold on. Hold on. I can't find... Oh, there it is. You told me to. I have done nothing but tell... all right, hold on. Let me get my best to German real quick. Where has you been sending it? Where have you been sending the bread, soldier? Oh, that is more perch. Good perch. I love perch. I got gar. Interesting. Very interesting. So fishing with bait is ridiculously OP, I'm not gonna lie. So is there like fishing accommodations or something? Like accommodations? Actually, now I'm curious. Is there like advancements for is it G? I think it's G. It is G, okay. Fishing. Master baiter. Collect every type of fish. Yes, it's called master baiter. Actually, hold on. Let me see here. Tackle box. So, let me see here. Does it tell me worms, spider eyes, fireflies, or caterpillars? Do they have any different effects? Spider eyes. Okay, I'm gonna shut the jukebox off. Now it's looping. Yada yada, we've already heard this one. Okay, I just have to take the records out to stop it. That's... Man, I don't know how I feel about that one. Well, back to fishing. Honk. cuttlefish. Where'd my... Okay, cool. That was instant. I had literally had just put it... Wait. Holy carp! Holy carp, I got carp. Real ones will know what I'm referencing with that one. Holy carp. I used to unironically say that back in middle school. Yeah, I was a Splatoon kid back then. I still am. Still am a Splatooner, by the way. I love Splatoon. We love Splatoon a lot. I think Splatoon's honestly such a peak game. Now, all right. It is time for me to get into my rant about how much I hate Splatoon 3. So, we're going to start at Splatoon 1. I need to set up why I hate Splatoon 3 by explaining the first two games and why they were so good and why Splatoon 3 really missed the mark in both. I want to know both in the campaign and in the DLC. We'll start up with Splatoon 1. So Splatoon 1 story, pretty freaking basic. You go, okay, on first glance, I need to change my music for Splatoon music because when I talk about Splatoon, I actually really like Splatoon music in the background for it. I know, crazy. Anyways, also I actually did get a warning for playing Splatoon music in the background last stream, or last time I did it, which sucks. So I can't do it, but it is what it is. My bad, chat. Anyways, so Splatoon music. There's Splatoon 1. Why was Splatoon 1 so goated? Why was the original the GOAT? So on the surface, it looks like, okay, you're just a guy. I got a squid. Wait, you're telling me I didn't need to kill a squid to get squid? I could have gotten insects from fishing? No. That sucks, bro. Anyways. So, Splatoon 1 really start up. It seems basic on the surface. You have to go fight these enemies. They're called the Octarians. They're the enemy, right? You know, they just seem like a video game enemy. Okay, kill them, whatever. But then as you start peeling back the layers and layers of lore, you start to realize, oh, these are actually people. Like this is a whole society, and the problem is their failing infrastructure is what drove them to do this. The fact that they lost a great war. Like there's so much story in the details there. And if you stand around on stages long enough in Splatoon 1 anyways, what you would hear is like screams, you'd hear just really disturbing noises in the background. It was a dark society that was falling apart. It was collapsing. The late stages of, you know, the collapse. And DJ Octavio, him being the king of the people, he's like, okay, how do we solve this problem? We have an energy crisis. The domes are failing. What do we do? And the Inklings, by the way, are hoarding this all-powerful thing called the Great Zapfish. This thing literally is so powerful, it can power a rocket ship. That's in Splatoon 3. I'm getting ahead of myself, though. TLDR, the Great Zapfish is really strong. Like, this thing could power anything. It's literally a freaking living battery. And so my biggest problem is that it inherently sets it up as, like, yeah, the Inklings, you aren't exactly the greatest people either. No one wins in this one. Because the society up top needs it to survive. They need it to survive. It's what they've relied on. So you have to get it back, but at the same time, the society below, by taking it away, you're condemning them to die. So it's like real catch-22. That's why I love Splatoon so much. Like, there's just such deep lore with that one. So then, and eventually, after the events of Splatoon 1 take place, you get to DJ Octavio, you find the Captain Cuttlefish, who's been kidnapped by DJ Octavio, is a last-ditch effort to maybe stop it. And so what happens then? You fight him, you play the Calamari, then eventually the Calamari incantation comes up, it plays through the speakers of the dome as the Squid Sisters basically hack into Octavio's system. And then what? Okay, all of a sudden, all these Octolings are quote unquote freed from this their militaristic indoctrination. Because yes, while it is still a bad society, like it is 100% still the Octolings are still like the Octarians are still 100% a militaristic society that forces oppression. It creates a cycle of oppression and us versus them instead of being able to talk things out because that's what they were taught even from like the early days of their life due to the fact that they're all they've known is war. Like the entire reason that the Inklings and Octolings were separated during the war was because of a great like the shrinking tide, like the Earth's surface shrinking and them no longer being compatible with water. It's a whole thing. So we cut to Splatoon 2. I'm going to skip to the middle of it real quick. So basically it's pretty well established that even though like the in-universe people don't know that Callie and Marie, the hosts of the Squid Sisters, which are cousins, anyways, is well established that they are Agents 1 and 2. So what happens is their solar careers take off and they spend more time apart, which is then causing them to basically like a rift is forming between them. And despite everything, with Callie's cracking under the pressure, Marie's trying to desperately save their failing relationship, but eventually Callie just disappears off the face of the planet. This happens in between Splatoon 1 and 2, by the way. Then, so during this time, the storyline there, like you get to Splatoon 2, you have a very tired, like sad Marie, who she's like, where's Callie's gone. Like Splatoon 2 starts off with you see Marie, she's all like sad emo type shit. She's got like a very traditional Japanese garb on with I call it garb. It's dress. She's in a kimono, which by the way, so freaking cute. I digress though. Um so you're recruited up as Agent 4 and your goal is once again get the Zapfish back. But you start to notice things as you go through the environment. You're like, there's a bunch of stickers all over the place. The environment seems a lot happier and more lively than the militaristic Splatoon 1. Like even the enemies look all dolled up and everything. They look less military. They look more friendly. And you start to wonder, what could have caused this one? And interestingly, you start getting transmissions from this mysterious voice. You have no idea what's going on. So Marie's like, all right, let's just push farther. We got to get the Zapfish back so we can save Inkling society. Once again, completely forgetting Octarians, but we'll get there. So it was established in the first game that the Calamari incantation has the power to basically free people. I don't really know how. It's something about like it literally is like music from free people. It's the heavenly melody and whatnot. I don't entirely understand it. Oh, hold on 1 second. Where was I? Sorry about that. Right. It was well established in the first game that basically the heavenly it can. Let me check my. Oh, I'm out of worms. Dang, that went fast. But it's well established that the Calamari incantation can basically free people. I'll get into why exactly later. Like, well, more into depth into it later. Right now, I'm talking about just Splatoon 2 story. So we keep going deep. We keep going deeper and deeper into Octo Canyon this time. It's not Valley, it's Canyon. Similar but different. And you just see more and more of like, who is this more feminine touch to it? And you're like, who is doing this? Who is causing them to be all like, for lack of a better term, all poppy and glammy, like all glamorized? And like you can kind of put the pieces together in your head beforehand. You're like, is this Callie? You think it's Callie, and then after she holds the phone upside down and split in the like the fourth transmission, you start to you're like, oh shit, it is Callie, because Callie did that in the first game, and even Marie recognizes that it's Callie. And now she's like, oh crap, we gotta go save Callie. Because Callie's been obviously been taken over by DJ Octavio. But even then, it's not entirely the case that she was not fully taken over by Octavio. She willingly does this. She willingly went to Octavio's side, even if she was manipulated initially. So I'll get to why in a second. I'm recapping the story real quick. So we get to Splatoon. So Splatoon 2 story, you end up fighting DJ Octavio featuring Callie. And it's this desperate battle of where Marie's pleading for her cousin to come back to her, and Callie's just not listening. So you as Agent 4 just have to keep fighting and blasting Octavio back, keep knocking his fist back, and it's a performance. To them, it's just a massive performance. Like the entire stage is literally set up to be a circular arena, giant giant dome. DJ Octavia once again has the great Zapfish. It's this whole thing of them trying to get the of them trying to basically give approval for the people or approval from the people because his people after the first one you'd after the first time losing the great Zapfish, lots of hope would be lost because you are literally like that the one hope your leader has lost. I wouldn't say failed, more so just lost when it came to trying to get the thing back. What is this? Smite? Possibly. There's a lot of undead mobs actually, but that's neither here nor there. So eventually, you free Marie shows up, rolls up, whack, snipes Callie in the face, gets the shades off. They have a whole day. They have a whole epic music battle, and then eventually they play the Calamari incantation again, and it's like holy crap, this song can free people. It's the final thing that breaks Callie from her trance, basically. And then you go beat down on Octavia with a Rainmaker. It's pretty cool. It's a whole thing. Again. But here is why here's my point in this one. I don't even know where I got started here, or like how the point got started. I think I just started talking about Splatoon's story and why I love it so much and why I hate 3, which I'm getting to. And that is exactly what I was doing. Right. So, Splatoon 2 ends with that the Squid Sisters reunite. They have a fresh start as their ending as the credits song, which is also them having a fresh start and whatnot. Oh, they're still over there. Nice. Which I think is a really neat way to tie the series up. Tie the series up, and 1-2 storyline. Okay, very cool. Don't need to go anywhere from there. Please don't. Except they do. But once again, we're getting there. So, and everyone thinks, okay, that's Splatoon 2 is wrapped up. There's not going to be any more storyline. Then 2018 rolls around, and everything would change. They announce Octo Expansion, the first DLC for Splatoon ever. This DLC would have you as Agent 8, an Octoling. By the way, playable Octolings that we've been asking for since Splatoon 1. Well, I hadn't been asking for it because I was never playing, but I digress. So, Splatoon 1 rolls around. Or Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion rolls up. And we're all losing our minds. We're like, holy crap, this is peak. I love it. So that was actually my introduction to the Splatoon series, was Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. I played Splatoon 1 afterwards because I didn't have access to a Wii U at the time. But then afterwards I went back and played 1 and I thought it was awesome. 1's campaign was so peak. I actually skipped the entirety of Splatoon 4, or the World 4 of Splatoon 1 because I remember a speedrunning trick, but that's besides the point. Anyways. So Splatoon, where the fuck? Right. Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. You play as Agent 8. It's a whole thing. There's a ton of story to it. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because again, I want to get to it's been out for a while, but the TLDR is basically you're an Octoling, you have no memories, you gotta go you basically you complete tests to get these mem cakes, which are basically your memories, but in cake form. I don't know. It was basically a physical manifestation of your memories. And then, but your goal is to make it to the surface. Eventually, you fight Agent 3. It's all you fight. Agent 3 saves you, and then you have to fight them later. But during this one, you get some chat logs which basically explain, yeah, the calamari incantation frees people's minds from brainwashing. Just straight up, it can do that. Why? I don't know. It's a heavenly melody. I honestly was okay with the just accepting the explanation of, oh yeah, it just happens. It's that good of a song that it quite literally can free minds, which I think is pretty cool. Like, okay, sounds pretty sounds reasonable enough. This is a Squid Game where we are literally playing as walking, talking, um, cephalopods. I could see it happening. Oh, Splatoon 3 is going to be a rant and a half, and I'm not ready for. No one's ready for this one. So, but it's revealed that during then that's how Marina, the she was one of the idols for Splatoon 2. For Splatoon 2, it's basically revealed how that's how she escaped the Octo Valley and whatnot, and why everyone was very, and how she came to the surface and whatnot. And as you play through the campaign, you'll eventually see more Octolings come up to the surface. It's after the fact. Very neat stuff. Very, very nice way to tie up all the loose ends. You think, okay, cool, cool, cool. So, what happens at Splatoon 3? Well, Splatoon 3 takes the entire story and throws it on its head. First off, we do the exact same plot point of we gotta go fight Octavio. I hold on, let me pull up I have a Google Doc for this one actually. Give me 1 second. Not a Google Doc. I have a file. I have a whole thing. Give me a second. Where is it? Where did I put it? Give me 1 second while I pull this up, chat. Let's see here. I actually talked about this in a Discord server. Oh. Oh, I had a whole thing. I had a whole thing. Okay, I remember now. I basically got into an argument where like I said Splatoon 3 sucks. I had this whole rant. Okay. So, Splatoon 3's yeah, Google Doc. No, I actually just have a Discord doc for this one. Or I had an Obsidian doc, but it's not like I don't know where it's at. Okay, so I'm just gonna read off what I wrote. Splatoon 3's campaign is genuinely the most insane logical leaps and bounds for the Splatoon franchise as a whole. Genuinely, what even is the storyline? We start off as Neo Agent 3. Okay, fine. It hits the 3 motif that the entire game has. Literally, the entire game obsesses over 3. I I don't know how I feel about it entirely. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like how it obsessed over 3 so much. Like, they really played the 3 motif so hard. It was kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's 3. Like, it's the third one. They had to do something. Like, it's like you had 3 idols, 3 things, 3 like yada yada. It was a whole. Literally, 3 was. It became so overused so quickly, in my opinion. Oh my god, I can't dismiss that. I can't snooze ads, but I have an ad. I have an ad break coming up. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Let me speed run this. Okay. So the fuzzy ooze concept as a whole. It was a cool concept enough, but like it was just sanitation. So for reference, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion had sanitization where the Octolings would be all green, they would be emotionless zombies, basically. That was it. Like they had willingly gone there. The storyline behind there is they had willingly after the events of Splatoon 1, they had some of them went underground. Some of them went to the some of them went to get to the surface, and some of them went to the deep sea metro where Splatoon 2 Octo expansion takes place. So sanitization was basically this whole like primordial ooze goop of corpses that was like that performed the best in the test and whatnot. Whole thing. So basically, my Splatoon 3 doesn't explain a whole lot, which I'm really annoyed at. So the fuzzy ooze never explained. Mr. Grizz never explained. Ugh. Yes, yes. It literally no. Splatoon 3 is the exact same game. Splatoon 3's campaign is the exact same as Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. I'm gonna wait till the ad break's over before I get really into this one because this is a rant I literally will not be able to stop once I start. But yeah, it very much is a rehashing of Splatoon 2, which people were like, People were actually arguing with me, like saying, "Oh, my steak is too buttery. My steak is too buttery. My lobster's too juicy." No, you rehashed it, but poorly. Like that's it. You can't do a good you can't rehash something if it's done poorly. In which this case, Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion did a poor job of rehashing everything that had happened from Splatoon 3. Or Splatoon 3 rehashed Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion very poorly in my opinion. But again, ad break soon, so I'm gonna wait. It starts in 48 seconds, but yeah. I have very strong opinions on Splatoon 2. I also Splatoon 3. I also very much despise the people who are like, "Oh well, when your steak is too buttery, your lobster is too juicy." Because like it's not a valid argument. I have many problems with Splatoon 3 and I'm sick of pretending like none of them exist just because it's another Splatoon game. I don't care. Nintendo can do so much better. Because at the end of the day, like I've seen what they're capable of, so having them do something like this is just so it pisses me off because it's like, what were you thinking? What were you even doing here? What was the point? There was literally Splatoon 3's plot. Nothing changes. Like nothing happens. Ugh. I'm gonna let the ad break play out now, and then we'll get back to it. And I'm gonna go on some insane rant, and no one's gonna be able to stop me. Give it a second. It's because there's stream delay. All right, Chad, let me know when we're back because holy crap. This rant is legendary. It actually took me 30 minutes to write and it was worth it. I am so ready. I'm so ready. I'm gonna destroy Splatoon 3 in all its glory. All its perceived glory and its false narratives and its fake bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole thing, and I hate it. And I hate it, and no one's gonna be able to stop me once I go on this rant. And I'm probably gonna post it to that Discord server because I actually am very upset with them still. I'm gonna be mad. Oh, they're about to be. I have a feeling that I'm gonna actually ruffle some feathers with this one too, which I don't care. Sue me. Okay. Are we back, chat? Are we back yet? Oh. I need my chat back like now. I want you back. I need to rant. I want to rant so badly. Dang it, Twitch. Why can't I snooze my ass anymore? Is it because you haven't been getting your revenue? Oh, we're back? Okay. So, first off, I am actually gonna I'm probably gonna post this to that chat just because of how much I despise Splatoon 3's campaign. It's a whole thing. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I still haven't decided yet. Anyways, so Splatoon 3, it starts off with like Fuzzy Ooze. I'm gonna recap just because like I was rushing through everything. The Fuzzy Ooze is just sanitization all over again. It's sanitization but in a different flavor. I don't appreciate that. It feels lazy. It feels overused. It's like, why are we reusing the same beat? Okay. Like, I'm willing to give it, though, just like the slightest benefit of the doubt. Because, like, okay, you know what? Not everyone had Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. But, like, even then, like, come on, Nintendo, you can be better. You can do better than just, oh, well, somehow the ooze. It just feels lazy to me. Like, reusing the entire sanitization plotline felt really lazy to me, and I was very upset with it. Because they just reused it, but it in a different flavor with the Fuzzy Ooze. Basically converting everyone into mammals instead of mindless zombies. Although, ironically, everyone's still mindless zombies because they're just a freaking fluff ball. All they are is just a ball of fluff. That's it. Like, really? That's the most creative thing you come up with is that these people once they touch the Fuzzy Ooze they turn into a fluff ball. I mean, I guess. Okay. Like, it's just the goofiest shit. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of this. Like, it's so goofy. It's actually so goofy. Like, people, I will say though, people did actually make some really nice like covers of it and whatnot. They did like some cool ideas with it, but I just need to hold on. Let me pull this up on stream real quick. Image. Okay. Okay. So this this is what Fuzzy Ooze does to you, bruh. That's what touching it does to you. You turn into a floof ball. Like, are we dead ass? Are we serious? This is it? You just turn into an orb? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? We're just an orb. Like an orb of fluff. Like what even is that? Okay? Like I can't even defend Nintendo on this one anymore. Mostly because I mean granted, I'm a little biased. I hate Nintendo nowadays because they just suck as a company, but because they're really heckin' greedy. Which, by the way, these same people will also just defend Nintendo. They're like, oh well, Nintendo needs to make money. No, they don't. Billion-dollar corporation, by the way, do not need to make money. Literally, literally, they are lazy. They're entitled, and I don't like Nintendo anymore. Everything's just so overpriced. And I get hit with the excuse of, oh well, every company's greedy. I don't care. That is still no excuse. Anyways, so let me get back to my actual thing though. So we get to the Fuzzy Ooze is just a rehashing of sanitization. Okay, fine, whatever. It's just I think it's lazy, and yeah, that's kind of it. But the storyline makes zero sense to me in every single regard. Like, there is no possible way you can explain this to me. You cannot tell me that Splatoon 2 went from, oh yeah, we're trying to get a Zapfish back because it's our main source of energy, and it's morally dubious because like the people we're stealing it back from are really poor. But you know what? Who cares? It's a whole thing. You can compost ash. Why would I do that? Anyways, but so we get that's the leaps and bounds we have to go for. Is we go from we got to save the Zapfish because it was kidnapped because we need this for our power. We need this for our society. Yes, the other society needs it as well, but it's kind of not our problem. We need it more type thing. Is it a little bit like speciesism, a little bit racist? Yes, absolutely it is. I 100% think that like yeah, the Octoling hate goes crazy, but you know, you can be an Octoling in Splatoon 3 off rip as a you don't need not only do you not need to be a not to have the DLC, but you also can just be like you can just be an Octoling, like straight up, and you can be an Octoling agent as well. So overall I don't really care anymore. Well, that's interesting. Ash Balls and Fleck Blindness, good to know. Um but But here's where things start going south for me and where I start hating the campaign. And where I really turn my nose up to it and I think this is just actual dog shit. My biggest so here's my I'm just going to go off my Google Doc. How did Grizz get the Octarians? Like did he kidnap them? Did he lure them? Like he just randomly gets them out of nowhere. And it's not like he could physically create them himself because because Splatoon 2 doesn't have that. Or Splatoon 3 doesn't have that. Like Splatoon's never had we can just mass print people. This isn't Stimmy. We can't just print me out. We can't just mass duplicate Octolings like that. You have to have a physical being for that. I mean, maybe it explains why there's so few like Octolings and just like the Octarian race as a whole is just all over the place, but then the Octoling, like the actual physical people, are just minimal. I don't know. Personally, I still think it's stupid. I would have much rather had a blend of Inklings and Octolings there, because at the very least it would have made some sense. Like, oh, he just kidnapped them. These were his employees that he kidnapped at some point, because he runs Salmon Run, which was described as a shady business in 2, and now in 3, it's like a whole. It's a thing that's actually used to protect the city. It's, again, crazy, but so we learn we do learn that in side order, which is another point I will get to after this one. But I need to give this little preface. We learn in side order that some of the Octolings or the Octarians didn't want to leave Octo Valley or Canyon. They didn't want to feel the chaos of being uprooted, so they stayed put. Some of them left. Some of them went to the Metro willingly. Some of them went to the surface. Some of them went who knows where. But it leaves it too open ended for my taste, because it's like how and why, and I don't understand like where are we coming from here? So we clear the fuzzy ooze because we're like, okay, it's our little small fry buddy, our little salmonid, tiny little guy. We feed him power eggs, he can clear out the ooze. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. It's a neat mechanic that he's immune to the fuzz, even though we aren't. But okay, let's just go with that, I guess. It makes no sense to me, in my opinion. I think it's stupid that he can just that this guy is allowed to just eat the fuzz and have no effect whatsoever. He's just that hungry. Like that's literally the lore reason. Bro is so hungry he can eat it. And then we learn and through the storyline of the Sunken Scrolls we find out, oh yeah, well every 1,000 years there's like some 3 lights will combine to go against some huge evil, which we later find, which will be Mr. Grizz in the finale. I personally think it was just lazy. They had written themselves into that point, and they were like, okay, we need to cover it up. It was so Splatoon. goes from, by the way, music can kind of free people's minds, like, because, like, art frees people, into, yeah, we're having a giant space kaiju fight. I skipped all the lore, because there's no, and by the way, that's literally how Splatoon 3's campaign goes. Like, there's zero lore, there's zero character development. We fight Octavio because we think he kidnaps the Zapfish again for the third time, but he didn't. Woohoo. And then it cuts to, well, then the fuzzy ooze, basically we were fighting on, the fuzzy ooze breaks in, it kidnaps Captain, or the now retired Captain Cuttlefish and DJ Octavio. Octavio disappears the entire time. I'm willing to overlook it because, like, it was mostly to show that he wasn't the villain of the story. Honestly, a very valid take. I think that was a good move from Nintendo. Take him out of the equation immediately, so he's no longer, he's like he's out of everyone's mind. But, and here's the big but, he'll come back in the finale. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So we get to Alterna, which is this last bastion of humanity, and we start doing tests. But there's just here's the few problems I have. Number one, it's literally Octo expansion again. It is the exact same format, the exact same formula, the exact same everything, down to the fact that there's a freaking AI that's the exact same as Sea Cucumber, just slightly different, just ever so slightly different. It's like, has a different intonation, but that's it. That's the only difference. That's the only difference we get. And we're just expected to take that and smile. Take that, they're gonna say, yes, yes, Nintendo. Feed me some more slop. Feed me more recycled content. Like, we literally Splatoon 2. People had such a big complaint that DJ Octavia was the bad guy, and it was recycled content because it was the same thing as Splatoon 1, just slightly worse. Yes, Splatoon 1 is slightly worse than Splatoon 2. I won't disagree. Or Splatoon 2 is slightly worse than Splatoon 1. I won't disagree there. Like, yes. But like, that's just it. That's just it, bro. We just like what? Plus, this, okay, so here's a few problems with the lore, just in general. Number one, this is humanity. This is supposed to be humanity's tech. So why is there Octarian technology there? We use kettles, which, by the way, kettle tech is Octarian. Kettle tech is designed for the Octarians. How do the humans have it if they're supposed to be dead and extinct for 10,000 years? How does that work? It makes no sense. And then these tests are designed around Inklings and Octolings when they didn't exist. They only existed after the humans died off. I'm willing to overlook it because it's for the gameplay loop, but it makes no sense how the technology, how the stuff, it's all based around motherfucking Octolings. Or Inklings and Octolings. It literally has no freaking, like, there's no point. Like, at no point should the humans, they did not coexist at the same time, by the way. They literally did not coexist. It never happened. What happened to the humans is they went up to, they go down, they're in Alterna, their memories form these magic crystals that then they're like, they can use to recreate the sky. Okay, that's pretty hunky-dory. We can recreate the sky with that. But also, here's the biggest slap in the face bullshit that happened. Splatoon 2. So, for a while, we'd assume we didn't know how the Inklings and Octolings came to be. We're like, okay, you know what? Whatever. And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, it's human, it's the human will, the indomitable human spirit. We will always continue on, even after we're gone. Something will influence the next race. That's literally what happened. Literally the exact to a T what happened. They're like, yes, the Inklings will come up, and they're gonna be the Inklings and Octolings are going to be humans based off these memory crystals. Oh, it is so dumb. It is horrendously dumb. It is actually the worst thing ever that humans, like the human memory crystals that have formed, seeped into the, basically what happened is the humans sent up a rocket against the scientists' wishes, and then it caused the entire society to collapse. The crystals fell into the water, then the water basically gave the memory crystals gave life to the crustaceans, to the sea creatures, so they would mimic human culture. which, by the way, was the plot of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. It was this big Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion was basically a whole thing of like we are discussing like humanity, like the Inklings and Octolings are paralleling humanity, and it's disgusting. How the fuck would Commander Tartar think and feel if he found out that, oh my god, the Inklings and Octolings are literally just humanity again? Yeah, we have to stop a giant death ray in Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. I forgot to mention that, but like, it's like, it's cool. We basically have to play Turf War to win the world. It's the coolest thing ever. I highly recommend you go watch a playthrough of someone like doing that because it actually is a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun doing that. If I can learn how to stream my Switch, I'll do a playthrough of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. But, here's the big but. So we get, but like, I'm willing to move. I'm gonna move on from that point because I got completely sidetracked. It's basically just humanity influenced the Octolings and the cephalopods, which I hate. I think it's very stupid. Anyways, so if someone says if some and like you so anyways, we get to Alterna, and then why are Callie and Marie there? Why is the old Agent 3 now Captain 3? Why are they there? How did they get there before us? Like, we don't see them at all. And then they just appear there. They're there, and then but then they're there for the story, but except they do literally nothing. They give you unhelpful hints during the missions and whatnot, and they give background chatter. Like, cool, I guess. And then Deep Cut's there, the new idol group, except they do nothing. They literally do nothing. We fight them for the so there's three treasures, by the way, another intonation of the fucking three motif that they love giving. Three treasures, except we fight them just to fight them for no reason. They have no motive, no skin in the game. We find out later, like in some pseudo redemption arc, that they were trying to give it to the poor people of the Splatlands. But why not just say that to start with? Like, why would you not lead with that? Are you stupid? Are we dumb? We literally fight them up just to fight them up, or beat them up just to beat them up, and then we take the treasures. We magically create this like giant saw thing, like it's like hair trimmers almost. Who then Captain 3 takes them, cleans up the rocket area, which is filled with all this giant spire of ooze, and then we give it to Deep Cut, who they instantly have the redemption arc. The motivation's weak all around. And then speaking of motivations, oh, why the fuck does Mr. Grizz need Captain Cuttlefish of all people? And Gio, what are you confused about? Are you confused about the storyline or confused about what I said? Do I need to go back? I know I've been talking fast. It is dumb. Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, the motivations. Why does Mr. Grizz need Captain Cuttlefish? It's never explained. We find out that so he says during like so at the end section of the game, you need to go you basically are climbing up the giant spire tower thing, which by the way, you did in Octo Expansion. You literally did the exact same extraction phase in Octo Expansion. You have to climb up a tower. Like you basically are like doing this sections of a or different phases of a climbing the tower. It literally starts off the exact same. You have no weapon, but you have a sub weapon in the form of Little Buddy, who's the salmon. He's a little small fry, by the way. He's that little goober I showed earlier. This guy right here, the little fishy. By the way, he's cute. I love him. Don't disrespect him. He's the goat. We love him and we appreciate him a lot. But anyways, so this little rat, all we have is this little guy, and like we have that sub weapon. What else do we have in Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion for the first after the stealth section where we have no weapon? We have a sub weapon instantly. We have one sub for half the mission, and then it goes into This is shit. I am speaking. I am speaking. I am speaking. You will not whack me when I am spoken. When I'm speaking. Everything I can say has been spoken for me. Oh yeah. Anyways, so Splatoon. But then you're like, okay, guys. Yeah, they have. We get there, and it's been a whole thing. So Mr. Grizz needs Captain Cuttlefish for something. He needs his essence, but we never find out what it is. Like what is it? It's nothing. We don't know what it is. We never figure out what it is. So then, here's the stupidest part. Not only do we do a complete recap of Splatoon 2 Octo expansions, climb the tower, move this platform, move second platform, whatever. You have a section where we use specials, and it's just a complete recap of Splatoon 2 Octo expansion all over again. Basically, because Grizz does this, he reveals his location to the agent, to the Squidbeak Splatoon, and also to literally like everyone. Had he just not taken Captain Cuttlefish for literally no reason, he didn't need him, by the way. I need to reiterate. He did not need Captain Cuttlefish for anything. The essence thing is bullshit. What is the essence for? We never find out. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a nothing burger. If he had never done that, we would have never found Grizz, and if he had never been found out, his plan would have gone to fruition without a hitch. Literally nothing would have gone wrong. But because he does this, we are there to stop him. He gives his own position away for no reason. And then he dies, but like he dies in the most goofy way possible. Yeah, unforced error. Yeah, he literally dies in the most goofy way possible, where he literally with Captain Cuttlefish, I mean, where he literally gets dried out, and then Captain 3 cries a single tear on him and rehydrates his tiny little squid, like, dried out squid form. But then Mr. Grizz, using the Great Zapfish, powers up the rocket and then sends it to space, where he's gonna go explode all his goo over the Earth, bringing back, like, the mammals. Okay, what happened in Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, you may ask? If you said Commander Tartar goes and tries to fire a giant beam of corpse fluid that would sanitize the entire world and then basically give a complete reset to it and then bring forth humanity's actual successor, you'd be correct. Because that's literally the plot of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. They just rehashed the plot again. So yeah, you basically and you know what? So you have to go up to space, it's like, okay, we have to go to space now. Cool. What is the point? I don't even know the point. I'm gonna be so real. I don't even know why we went to space in the first place, why we needed to go to space. But the entire thing then afterwards is, and we get up there, so he launches the rocket, and we have to go follow him up into space, right? So how do we get there? It's the stupidest thing possible. We use Shiver Shark Master Mega, which is like it's a shark, but it has jet engines on it. I'm not gonna lie, the shark's actually pretty cool. Like that was one of the cooler things of the campaign was just she canonically controls a shark that literally is a freaking just powerhouse. Her boss fight was also the best one, but I digress. It was easy as fuck, but it was the best one. It's not a really big competition though, considering the other one is just a copy paste of Mario Sunshine. Big Man's is a copy paste of Mario Sunshine, and Fries was literally so easy. I did it in my sleep. I beat the entire campaign in 2 hours. By the way, just as an aside, that's a separate story. The campaign was really easy. It took me like another 4 to 100% it. But so here's what we do. Here's what we do to get up there. So we have to go stop him in space now. How are we, a squid or an octoling, supposed to get up there? Would you say A, we have our own rocket prepped? B, we're going to use Sheldon's flying van from Splatoon 2? Or C, we're going to bullshit our way up there? If you said C, you'd be correct. You'd be correct because it just so conveniently happens that Deep Cut is here to save the day. They've conveniently prepped a spacesuit for Agent 3 that conveniently perfectly fits them. Conveniently, perfectly fits them.
And then, with an eel tornado and the giant shark with jet engines on it, we are able to use that to super jump into space. That's enough force to super jump us into space. Are we serious? Are we serious? That's it? We're gonna super jump into space. We're that powerful that we can literally break the sound barrier as a literal squid. By the way, squid or an octoling. We are just that powerful that we can break the sound barrier. What are we doing? Oh. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. So we get up to space. We get up to space. We get up to this whole thing. Achieving exit velocity. Yeah, exactly. We literally we achieve exit velocity just because we super jumped off a shark. Like, I'm aware that Splatoon has like some will have moments where like powerful emotions will invoke like strong things for them. Like that's why I believe like like specials are canonically just when really strong emotions are achieved. Like they will work hard. Like that's what specials are, just really strong emotions that are so powerful enough that they manifest into specials, which I think that's actually a neat concept. Is like your emotions can get so powerful that you can manifest like extra power from seemingly nowhere. So I'm willing to give it slight benefit of the doubt that you can achieve exit velocity. I'm not. It's actually just stupid. So we get to the final boss fight and we're on this rocket. Except in so it's supposed to be like this I like Splatoon's final fights are supposed to be spectacle, yes, but then we just have this freaking guy. We have we have to fight Grizz. We basically what we do is we collect eggs and then we throw them at the at boils on the thing on the fuzzy ooze that Small Fry can then eat, and then Small Fry will then we then have to shoot Grizz and expose some cysts on him, and then after we shoot the cysts and explode them, um Grizz will become weak enough, and then we can splat him with. We basically can damage him with ink. Yes, this is an actual thing. And then after that, it's a very boring part. You literally just sit there, you shoot thing, you move thing, you do a little bit of parkour. It's boring. And then, you get to the final section of the fight, and all hope seems lost. Grizz absorbs all the fuzzy ooze. He literally consumes it into his body, which, by the way, he ain't a bear anymore. Oh yeah, Mr. Grizz is a bear. I should have mentioned that. He's this goofy bear. He's this goofy fucking bear. Like, just look up a picture of him. He is the most goofy motherfucker on the planet. And actually, he's not even on the planet because he's in space. Haha, I'm so funny. But Octavio reappears out of nowhere like the dad who finally got milk, and we can pilot the Octobot King in space. I just want to clarify, we are in space. We are in the atmosphere. We are like above the atmosphere. We can like see the whole earth behind us, by the way. And you're telling me that in the 3 hours that it took the three I actually wrote three. I believe it was two, but I'm gonna go with what I wrote. In the 3 hours it took me to complete the campaign. He somehow got up into space. He somehow managed to perfect space travel, probably on the first try, too, without the great Zapfish, without any Zapfish powering him. What? And then, out of nowhere, Small Fry becomes Huge Fry. He becomes this whole ass kaiju battle. And like, I'm just sitting here like, we went from Guy steals Zapfish so he can power his impoverished civilization not once but twice, to Guy steals Zapfish so he can go to space and convert the world into mammals, despite himself practically not even being one, considering his attacks use ink and he can deform and reform at will. And the entire game is literally just a freaking worse Octo expansion. So then you use an ink vac to then suck, like, basically what you do is you suck his boils. I'm not even joking. You suck his boils and they do damage, and then you can use the ink, fuzzy ooze ink that you vacuumed up, to then launch a superpowered attack on him. And that causes him to deform. Congratulations. That's the entire story of Splatoon 3 and why I hate it so much. It's the stupidest leaps and bounds of knowledge. Oh, also, the reason Mr. Grizz got smart, you want to hear this shit? Grizz somehow slept. So he survived 10,000 years upon this ship called the Ark Polaris, and he got smart by sleeping. And I'm gonna quote the exact passage. Throughout the Ark Polaris's journey, Bear number 3 retained consciousness in his cryosleep, dreaming of a life outside of Earth. Through his unusual dreaming, he was able to build knowledge. We so fucking dead ass. He dreamt and he dreamt and he learned through dreaming. Are we so fucking for real? Splatoon 3 side order was all right. It just has a couple of problems where the lore is. I'm done with my rant for the most part. But Splatoon 3 side order has a couple problems where its lore is presented to you through Uwu speak. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for coming to my TED talk about why I don't like Splatoon 3 and why I think it's actually the worst one in the series. I'm so thoroughly pissed off about that. I want to make a YouTube video on this one, actually, like genuinely, because like how much oh my God, I was ranting for like 40 minutes. Yeah, like once again, Splatoon side order's fine. Like side order's the roguelite. It's using the rogue light very strongly because like it's so very much we kind of like the gameplay loop is very figured out after like 5 rounds. And now the only time I do it is just for the 100%. Did these get colonies? No, I'm assuming not. Okay. But yeah, do you understand why I don't like it now? I hope you do. I hope this rant made sense. Like, I'm very passionate about Splatoon. I think there's just so much missed potential with it. And it makes me sad that just like Splatoon 3 was such a shit show. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gio. I appreciate it a lot. Yep. But again, I'm so sad about Splatoon 3. Like, it genuinely hurt me. It's like, okay, when I first played through the campaign, I was like, okay, cool, because I didn't think of the bigger lore implications for it. I just thought, okay, cool, new Splatoon game. I was 17 at the time, and I wasn't in a great headspace, so I wasn't thinking about much too deeply. Oh. To quote Billy Joe Armstrong, 17 strung out on confusion, trapped within a state of disillusion. I found out what it takes to be a man, and mom and dad'll never understand what's happening to me. Coming clean, Dookie. I fucking love. But yeah, I have such a deep respect for the Splatoon lore as a whole, and when someone told me that that the Splatoon was not a story game, it thoroughly pissed me off because they're just wrong. They're objectively just wrong. Just because it's not explicitly like Baldur's Gate 3 or something does not mean it lacks lore. Yo, you can skip stones? That's pretty cool. Like Just because something doesn't have explicit lore spelled out for you and means you have to go digging does not mean it's not a story game. Okay, you can make the argument that yes, Fortnite isn't a story game, and I wouldn't disagree with you there because Fortnite's not really a story game. It's BR first, the story just happens to come the story alongside it. But with Splatoon, the story's very there, very readily available, and it's always there. It's not like it's contingent on if you're playing during the current time. And I hate when people say that Splatoon's not a story game. Like that again, genuinely pisses me off. It's like you're just wrong. Ow. It's like the saddest thing to me though, that people are so media illiterate that they can't see the story right there in front of them. By the way, I need to know more about Splatoon actually while I'm at it. So here's the thing about Splatoon that like really like sets it. Oh, hold on, sorry, I need to make. Let me look at rose gold shovel. How do I make a rose gold shovel? Iron. Okay, sorry. So here's the thing about Splatoon that like I don't think a lot of people get. Like I don't know, either out of ignorance or just they just don't, or they're just not like paying attention. It has so much story to it. Like environmental storytelling is a very big part of it. For example, Splatoon 2, like I'm just gonna use Splatoon 2 as an example because it's the most explicit one. Callie's touch is on everything. Stickers, glamorization, the um the beautification of just Octo Valley as a whole. Her mark is all over it. And it's perfect. I think it does the story a lot of justice because of that. But then in like Splatoon 3, just like I mean, I guess I'll give it props. The environment is very human, but that's also its biggest problem is the environment is very human. I don't like how Nintendo gave a specific reason as to why the Inklings and Octolings became the way that they did. To me, it just seems like they were lazy. They wanted to give some indomitable human spirit bullshit. The design is very human. It really is. Like, even outside the haha meme, but like, seriously, like, it just. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, I can't actually cook this, so this one is useless to me. What about this shimmer shroom? This is used for a lot. I think this is used for potion making. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh. But yeah, that's like it's my biggest thing is like Splatoon just does like Splatoon cares deeply about what it like the Splatoon lore feels very like Splatoon 3's lore specifically just feels like they just didn't care anymore. And they wanted to wrap the story up, so they were like, yeah, let's just do humans. It felt lazy to me. I don't know, I'm a jaded cynic though. No, I'm not a jaded cynic. I want to see something be good, and the fact that it wasn't good made me really disappointed for a lot of the logical reasons behind the fact that it was bad. What made it bad is what made me sad about it. It's a story. It is a story game. Like Splatoon is very much a story game. There's so much deep lore into it, intertwined, all the environmental world building to it. And just to see someone say, "Well, I don't think it's a story game because it's a PvP game." But it's Nintendo. Much love, Nintendo will always lay story into their stuff, whether we like it or not. It makes me sad that people don't have enough media literacy to realize that the story's right there, and you have to do just a little bit of digging to find the story. There's like dozens and dozens of channels dedicated to actually explaining Splatoon's lore, like trying to decipher it and whatnot, like what happened. Like for a while, the talking point of what happened to the humans was such a big thing. Like it was a massive speculation point. And then like what caused the Inklings and Octolings to evolve was also a massive speculation point. And the fact that Nintendo just killed both those, I wish they left it unopened. Like that would have been a can of worms. That would have been like the box from FNAF 6 or FNAF 4. Some things are best left unexplained. I think this was one of them. Because by explaining the humans, it's just like, what's the... It just really feels hollow. And like, oh, the humans don't matter. Or the humans matter so much that they're literally required for the Inklings to have happened. I wish it was just a natural evolution instead of explaining it. Man, I yapped a lot longer than I thought I would on this. Even when I said I was going to stop, I kept going. Oh. I forgot to grow the shimmer shrooms. Yeah, we're gonna change gears now. We're back to Minecraft. I'm done with my rant for real this time. I'm gonna take these, the mush glooms. Actually, I'm gonna take. See if I can grow. Let's see just what I can grow underground. I'll take like a little bit of dirt with me as well, just a smidge. So I can't bone meal these. Bone meal those. These ones I can bone meal. Oh, this converts. Oh, interesting. I grow this on like. Oh, these are a colony plant. Okay, okay. Mush gloom. Okay, so these are a colony plant, which makes a lot more sense now. I wonder, can I bone meal these? No, I can't. Okay. Totally a colony plant. Got it. Can I bone meal button mushrooms? No. Took a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie. That actually did take a lot out of me to speak of. Because I love Splatoon, like with the burning. At the end of the day, I love Splatoon, and I'm hoping Splatoon Raiders actually fixes a lot of problems with Splatoon that I have. Part of them being that, like, the Splatoon, by the way, Splatoon 3 really shafted Shimmer, or not Shimmer, Jesus. It really shafted a lot of the original, like, the cast of, the, what's it called? Um, the fucking people. The people, like the idols, really shafted them in their role. So I'm hoping that this one actually is very important. We shall see, though. We shall see. Oh, I can grow them. Sweet. Wait, can I? Okay, so the mushroom growing is going to be very important now. Okay, good to know.
Oh, so they need a lack of light to turn into a colony. I understand now. Okay. So I'm gonna need to grow these underground, I think. Okay, that's fine. All this started, by the way, because I wanted to dig a hole. I just want to make that very clear. All this started because I wanted to dig a hole. I'm gonna make some fishing line because I can. Honestly, that entire talk really took it out of me. Holy crap. I didn't realize how long I could actually yap for until I started yapping, and then all of a sudden, here we are, literally so much later, and I'm just like, oh, how do I make purple dye? Okay, let me get some red and blue up in here. Red and blue to make purple, and then I'll take the purple, dye the line, and I think now this means that if I go fishing over here, like in my little spot that I got, oh, my line's purple now. You know what? Cosmetic, I'll take it. It's pretty. Ooh, algae. Plus, it's actually really easy to see now, which is nice. Before, it was kind of just like a little line. Meow. What? Yeah, I'm just doing vocal stim stuff now because of how much I talked. I'm not used to talking that much about one topic for so long. I should be. I talk about Green Day a lot, but it's whatever. I'm just glad that you listened. I got people to listen anyways. Honestly, I kind of want to get into VC with those people and just like talk to them about it. Like talk to them, talk to them. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, you're so precious, you're a fucking delinquent. This entire conversation got started because I caught a carp. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. It started because I wanted a carp. Because I caught a carp. Carpe diem, a battle cry? Are we all too young to die? Ask a reason with no reply. Welcome back. I haven't been doing much. I've just been fishing. Actually, I'm kind of curious what algae is used for. Green dye. Can I place algae? I can eat it. Can I place it in water? Is that a thing? I can't place it. That's tragic. So I can't actually. What is algae even used for? It's used for making bricks. Some moss. Okay, it's not used for anything particularly important. Green dye. Green dye, more like green day. Oh, got him. Cave scraps, interesting. Bone broth. Algal bricks, that's important. Oh wait, hold on. No, you can just make that with kelp. Never mind. Oh, that reminds me. I had to make like algal blend in the last play in my last pack that I was playing through. Hmm. This is the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious how much storage this thing actually has, because like I swear I filled it with a lot. I'm terrified. All right, I'm gonna head to the Nether. I gotta know. I have to know. This is gonna be really stupid, but I have to know. Okay, I have to know. So where the heck do I get a blackfish from? I wonder. Lionfish. Okay, some of these are. I don't know what. I don't know what mod this is from, which is kind of a problem because I was like, I would like to know what fish. I guess I'm just gonna scroll through until I find it. I don't like mushroom stew. Edible mushrooms and vegetable. Okay. Enchanted golden apple is just a good luck. Good luck find that. Good luck finding that. Lol. Hmm. There's fishing rod, and then there's the initial fishing stuff. This is really dumb, but I have to know if I can go fishing in the Nether. I want to know. I need to know. Mm-hmm. Beetroot soup's really cheap and actually pretty good in this. Holy crap. I'm gonna keep searching. Oh, there's the mace. Steel mace is actually pretty cool that you can like actually make a mace. I like that. I like that it's actually really easy to craft and not just ridiculous. Drowned, killed by a skeleton. Frostbitten, killed by a skeleton. Sometimes, okay. Cheer for honeycombs, okay. Oh, here's the fishing stuff. Okay. Rod, worm, bobber, message in a bottle. Assuming I can't actually fish in the Nether, which sucks. I want to. I think it's a catching net. I have no idea what a catching net actually is for, but okay. Oh, this is still fishing. Entwine rod. Interesting. unobtainium to make unobtainium. Okay. Aha. Some of these things are very interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Abyssaline's expensive, oh my god. Uh, widen the opportunity. See, these hooks are just useless. Like, why would I use that when I can use magnetite? Magnetite and bada bing, bada boom. I literally have guaranteed. I have guaranteed double drop. I fish faster. But like, you fish faster and you get more important stuff because no one needs. I'm telling you, no one needs this stuff. No one needs like fish when they're fishing. They're fishing for treasure. They're always fishing for treasure. They're never fishing for just stuff. Or for just not stuff. Sorry, they're never fishing for just like fish. They're fishing for items. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long. Oh man, I actually might be a little too. I'm cooked apparently. Holy crap! There's a there's an oven. Yo, that's pretty cool. Oh, coconut husk. Interesting. Crab claw. Interesting. You can use it. It acts like a shear. That's pretty neat. Bronze bell. Okay. Bronze bells will make a similar hit. Oh, that's neat. Cool. I wish there was noise, but there's not. Oh well. Find a funny thing and just sink my fishing rod in. I'm honestly willing to sit here and just let this thing for a bit. Just to see if it will give me something at some point. Eh, eh, eh. I'm on a quest to try all the food anyway, so I needed a Strider slice. Sorry, Strider. I needed the food. Watch I die for that. Oh my god, watch. Oh my god, I almost died for that. That's crazy. Wow. I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna get back to my home. That rant unironically took it out of me. All right. Well, I should decent bit done today though, so I'm okay with that. Anyways, thank you all for sticking around and listening to me ramble for a bit. Have a good one. Bye.